Welcome back, viewers. The Young Turks are back to entertain you again. And this time we are talking about something that is trending and it has created a huge uproar between our country and an island nation. like, and I read this somewhere on whenever Ram comes back home, we have a tradition of setting an island on fire. So I mean, nothing. I don't want to be communal about it, but it's just that I just saw it, and so you guys get the picture what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Prime Minister Modi's visit to Lakshadweep and how it has been a marketing masterstroke on his end, and how an entire nation got shook just by his visit. For what it was, what like it was not even a 3 minutes reel
Yeah,
or ad,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Less than that. Less than that.
Less than that, you see him walking on the beach, and that's
Yes,
about it.
scuba
And
diving.
snorkeling with his life jacket on, and that's what the Maldivian ministers made fun of him by saying, "Oh, he's look at him, he's snorkeling with his life jacket on." I mean, they didn't have anything better to do,
Yeah,
so yes,
that's
what to do.
where they put the ending life trenching. I will say that's what happened.
But that tells you his visit was effective and it hit the spot right on.
He's the
And
prime marketer who hit the G spot.
he's the just G spot. Oh my god, yeah, he has hit the G spot. We always admire Prime Minister Modi's marketing techniques and how he's a great marketer, and we take him as an inspiration as marketers ourselves. And this was another marketing masterstroke. And so let's talk about Lakshadweep as an island to begin with. It is a group of island of 30, group. It's an archipelago, which means a group of island of 36 islands, out of which only 10 islands are inhabited.
Right.
And it is a union territory. That means it is under the central government, and it was directly being governed by the prime minister so far. But still, it is actually one of the most neglected part of India
Right.
till date.
Till
Till
date.
date.
Yeah.
But and so it was what I feel. Yes, my Maldives probably got. Sometimes you get offended because you are scared. So obviously, something which intimidates you. First reaction is you don't want to show that you got scared, but you want to show that I got offended, right?
Right.
So they saw, and it is just not even 150 kilometers from Maldives.
Right.
So the if you look at their old names, Lakshadweep is called Lakshadweep. Maldives was called Maladweep at one time, and both were like it is kind of a part of an extended old historical Indian Indic islands. I must say, if not Indian islands, and the same share the similar kind of culture, similar traditions and everything. And I had classmates in college from Maldives, and I remember how their language is so similar to the South Indian languages as well, even to this extent that Maldives is just 430 odd kilometers from Cochin and Kerala, and but their language is more similar to Telugu. Even my Telugu classmates could understand the song that they were singing. So you can imagine how similar their language is to our South Indian languages.
Pretty interesting insights.
Yes. So, I mean, yes, just like most of the places like Sri Lanka, like Bangladesh, Maldives, and so you can say Lakshadweep and Maldives are pretty much a part of the same archipelago. And Lakshadweep is under India, and Maldives decided to be a separate republic by itself.
Right.
And so far, Maldives has been a very friendly nation with us. Recent political, we are not here to discuss politics, but recent political developments after President Nasheed went away, and then there's another president who came, and recent President Muizu, who's more close to China. Since then, there's been an India Out campaign that has been going on out there.
Right.
And it was for a very silly reason, because the India has donated Dhruv helicopters to Maldives, but the pilots of those helicopters are Indian, and all the monitoring of the Maldives coastline and fight against smuggling and smugglers, monitoring the smugglers was done by the Indian soldiers. So when this party came in and they were kind of sponsored by the Chinese embassy, and all this protest started happening right 90 days after Chinese embassy opened in Malé, that is the capital of
Okay.
Maldives. And right after 90 days, this party came into being, and like they started this campaign. So you can obviously tell that it is being sponsored by China. Well, they are free to do whatever they want to do. They can go in any
Correct.
direction that they want to.
Yeah.
But you can tell, like, this has been so far that it was a tradition that all the Maldivian president, as soon as they were elected, first trip used to be to India, because
Right.
we have been their closest allies. But President Moizu made his first trip to Turkey, and after India, he went to China.
Hmm.
So you can imagine he's already showing that kind of hostility, and yes. So now coming to Prime Minister Modi's visit to Lakshadweep. So why, what was it done? Was it just to offend Maldives? Maldives is just
No.
too small of a nation to offend, and
Yeah.
yes, I mean, yeah, they can ask 60 or 70 odd of our soldiers to go out of the islands. That is fine by us. But we had to send them a message that yes, we can do without you.
Right.
If our soldiers cannot be there, if we have other options also. We have similar, if not better, islands
Right.
that you have, and we can develop it better than you do.
Yes.
uh,
And
and
considering it comes under India, so it is much more safer for us Indians to visit there.
Right, and why would Indians visit to a place which is hostile towards us, where
Exactly.
you have India out campaign going out on? So that is why I was having a chat with another friend of mine, and he said, "Or we have hurt them pretty bad, the Maldives." And I told him, no. It is less about hurting Maldives and more about maintaining our dignity, and at the same time developing our own inbound tourism.
Inbound tourism.
Yes. So, Anmol, I come from a hospitality background, hospitality and tourism background. This is something that is very close to my heart.
Right.
So, I remember when I go back
And
to,
considering you have worked on islands, so you know.
I work, yeah, and this reminds me of when I was reading about the European tourism. Something that I had studied. Most of the Europeans, they travel within Europe itself,
Right.
and that too most they prefer to travel, some of them even go to the extent of traveling within their own country itself.
Okay.
So this way they get to retain the revenue also.
Hmm.
So obviously, so this is one of the reasons. I mean, we need to promote inbound tourism. You take Switzerland, you take Maldives, you take Bangkok, you take any kind of destination around the world. Similar destinations are present in India.
Right.
So yes, and this calls for us to promote those tourist spots, because we have pretty much everything. You live in the mountains yourself, and you know what I'm talking about.
Right. Right.
Yes,
You get to
so
see
yes.
the winter line that you see in Switzerland from
Right.
windows.
Yes, and it is visible only in three places in the world: Missouri, Switzerland, and Cape Town. Right. You
Yeah.
had told me. So yes. We have. You talk about all the unique places on Earth. Most of them are present in India.
Yeah.
So yes, and Lakshadweep, like I said, it's only 150 kilometers from Maldives.
Right.
Right. So it only makes sense to develop that island, or those islands also, and I don't think it's going to hurt Maldives in any way. Yes, we'll have a healthy competition going on out there.
Yeah.
Right, and that island has been neglected so far. Now, coming down to the masterstroke of Prime Minister Modi, what happened after? You, why don't you talk about the figures? What, 3,400%?
Yeah. 3,500%.
3,500 average, 33,000%, right? I
Yeah.
think Ixigo has 2,900, Mike My Trip has 3,400, and
Right.
EasyJet, easy flight.
He's my trip.
Ease My Trip has cancelled all the flights to Maldives and directed
Yeah,
them to Lakshadweep.
because they are an Indian company, so they are doing Atmanirbhar Bharat thing.
Atmanirbhar Bharat. But no, no, I think that it's less about. Yes, they can talk all about being patriotic. But I come from that industry. I can tell you what's happening out here. So what they want to do is they want to avoid last minute cancellations, which actually mean a lot of loss for them,
Right.
and they rather direct the entire traffic towards where they can actually make money, where the trend is happening. So.
Exactly. And considering right now, it is the best time to visit Lakshadweep Islands.
Right. It is right between October to February or
February.
something, right?
Yes, yes.
Right. Right.
So this is
So
the best time.
so Anmol, but being a marketer yourself, you tell me what is happening out here. Like what is trending online? You are the Gen Z, and how do you look at it? I'm still a Gen X. I'm still a millennial myself, but you are Gen Z. So what's going on in your head, and what do you want to do when you saw Prime Minister Modi taking a stroll on the
so
white sand beaches of Lakshadweep?
considering our generation, we of course really look out to our prime minister, seeing what has happened in the past and now what our prime minister is doing for the country. Of course, even Maldives was on my travel list, but now I've cancelled it and put Lakshadweep there.
Oh, nice.
That is going on there. And yeah, I will say our prime minister is also our prime marketer. So what
Hmm.
he did was pretty right. He went there, he put some great pictures, and indirectly it all whenever our PM visits somewhere, that destination automatically becomes popular. When he visited
Popular.
Uttarakhand, I remember that how much traffic we got in Uttarakhand, what kind
Hmm.
of promotions were done. So it was amazing. Prime Minister visits Char Dham, everyone in India wants to visit Char Dham
Hmm.
in Uttarakhand. So I have seen this trend happening earlier, and it has helped Uttarakhand a lot. And I think this was necessary to do because Lakshadweep has been, as you told in the podcast, it has not been developed yet. And I
Hmm.
think it would be a good attraction from all across the world because, of course, India is now a growing place. People are coming here, people are investing here, so they would like to visit our islands as well. Talking about our partner from America as well, he's also visiting Bali. I think he should now go
You
to
should visit,
Lakshadweep.
visit Lakshadweep instead. Right, right,
Yeah.
right. Uh,
So that is
uh,
the thing.
and
I
we should
think.
not forget Andaman and Nicobar Islands that are there as well. Yes,
Yeah,
and
we have
that is pretty close to Bali, and they have pretty much the same beauty. Well, coming back to Lakshadweep and yeah, like coming back to our Prime Minister, you can love him, you can hate him, but you cannot ignore him. And he
right,
knows no kind of publicity is bad publicity. So
right,
he knows if he's gonna take a walk on the beach, less than I mean he's not he has more expectations from his critics.
right.
Right. So he knows maybe people will not praise me, but my critics will definitely start talking about it.
Exactly. This is
And that is
the
the
similar thing Elon Musk also does with Tesla.
right. So
Organic marketing is the best.
yeah, you need to stay in the news, right? And what he did, like most of his opponents, Maldives. They didn't even realize that they are publicizing Lakshadweep
Right.
just by negative. I mean, talking negative about our prime minister. So
And they got
he did.
bashed up so hard, like,
Yeah, and at time and again, since Prime Minister Modi has come into power, all his opponents are get falling in the same trap.
right.
Right? Or
Everyone
what do
is
you
going
say?
in the same trap.
Hmm.
And he has he has marketed himself so well since the time he has came into the market that now whenever prime minister does something we naturally want to do it. Okay, our prime minister has done this, we need to follow him, we need to do the same.
We need to follow. So
Yeah,
there are a set of people like us who support him. We like his. We understand what he is trying to do, and then there are a set of people who are ready to bash him, and they are the ones who actually publicize him more.
right,
They are the
they
ones who
are the
will
ones who are actually
go ahead and share his picture on YouTube and say, "See, he says that he never takes rest, but he's vacationing in Lakshadweep." Now
right.
all the Indians are wondering, "Oh, there is a place called Lakshadweep also."
Right,
It had a completely opposite effect. Everybody is now Lakshadweep is the highest search place on internet right now.
right.
3,400%, 3,400% increase in the search
In
rate
traffic. Yeah.
in traffic just for Lakshadweep. So that is incredible. You can tell
And I think
the
it was one of the top searches on Google also. after the
Imagine.
pictures. It was
Yes,
trending in
yes.
Google. It was
It
trending
is
on Twitter. It was trending everywhere.
everywhere. So, I mean, this is where you can say it is a masterstroke. So
It is a
now coming down to development projects that are actually what people don't realize is probably Prime Minister took a stroll yesterday on on the island, but the development process had started just two years back.
right.
And an amount of about 1,156 crores odd crores have been approved for the island. And my favorite company, my old company, IHCL, Indian Hotel Company Limited, which owns the Taj group of
Right.
hotels,
They are
they
also
are,
into
yeah, they're
hotels.
coming over two or three properties on the island, and if Taj goes there, rest of the brands will
People will
follow
follow.
pursuit. Yes, sooner or later. So I think the Kavarati is the capital of Lakshadweep. If I'm right or wrong, I'm not really sure. See, I mean, imagine the kind of awareness we have about that place. So far, I just
Right.
knew that there are these few dots in Indian Ocean that exist, and it's called Lakshadweep. And
Right.
actually, my sister has been to that place, and she told me that this water, the place is amazing. I mean, the water is crystal clear. You can see till the bottom. It's so clean. The water is so clean.
Wow.
Yeah. So when they went there snorkeling and everything. The only thing is, it is just like Maldives, Lakshadweep is mostly Muslim and island. So getting alcohol is banned on the island. So I'm pretty sure, like when these, just like Maldives, when these five-star hotels come up on these islands, they will have their own liquor license and
Right.
yeah.
That is a major concern, I think, for everyone.
Right.
That's
Yeah, I
something.
mean, especially people who would like to enjoy. But yes, then those people throw beer bottles also in the water, right? So it's good that there is no
Yeah.
कुछ access
Yeah.
to video कुछ आया था. Yeah. So yes, talking about beer bottles on the beach. So it is something good that is not allowed
Right. Right.
out there.
Yeah, the islands have a lot of potential, and once we have that infrastructure, I think why not? We Indians will go there and spend our time. We would love to do that.
Yeah, I think right now the capacity of the Karavati Island airport is not much to hold the flights as well. Even getting diesel and petrol on the island is a challenge. So the government needs to work a lot on that place to bring on the
Infrastructure needs
infrastructure
to be
development.
seriously upgraded.
Yeah, seriously, I don't think it'll take too long considering now the PM has drawn the attention. Most
Yeah.
of the investors now have their eyes on it, and the place is trending. All the Indians want to go there. The demand has increased, so obviously the supply will fall in
Of course.
place. And I personally, as a nature lover, I'm more concerned about. I hope they do it in the right manner,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
and
agree. I agree.
this is somewhere Maldives has done a good job. They have
They have
they
reduced.
have contained and preserved their natural habitat
Beauty.
of the
Very
island. They're
well.
very conscious about that. And most of the places that have been developed have been under very strict guidelines set by the government. So I'm pretty sure that there's a live model right in front of India, and India would do the same
Right. Yeah,
as well.
they should follow it. Once something is done right, why not copy it?
Right.
Why reinvent them?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So, Anmol, when are you going to Lakshadweep?
Soon.
So soon, come.
Soon.
and,
Perfect.
and, I- and I heard like they're actually starting cruise ships from Mumbai towards Lakshadweep as well. No.
Wow.
Yes.
That's going to be
So far you had only flight and ferries were not that expensive. It was just 5,000 rupees or rupees from
okay.
Kerala or Mumbai to towards Lakshadweep. Like I said, it's not too far from the coast of India. So
Right. I think this is going to be a good one.
yes,
We might
this will
be
be
shooting our podcast episode someday there.
soon. Yeah, inshallah.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. I think we have
All right.
given enough value to our audience.
Yes, and we have given enough from our side. And like I said, that island has been hidden. It's been a hidden treasure, and it has been hidden from all of us so for so long that we have given whatever limited information that we had from our side, and we
But we
feel
wanted
ashamed.
to do our
We feel
research.
ashamed about it that we have very limited information about that place.
Yeah.
People who know more about it, we would like you to drive some interaction. Please post comments and share what you know about that place. And if you've been there, please share your pictures as well with us.
Yeah.
You already know our Instagram page. It is at the rate Cropsicle. You can share it there. And yeah, we are there on Instagram. My Instagram handle is at the rate Baba Grafi, and Anmol is there as Beast.
Anmol Gogia.
Anmol Gogia Beast on Instagram. So you can interact with us out there as well.
Yeah.
And
We are open to it.
yes, and we can suggest you some nice places to visit up in the hills, in the mountains where Anmol lives.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's about it.
Perfect. Thank you so
Like,
much, our
share, and
audience, for watching
subscribe,
in.
and yeah, bye bye.
We will see you soon. Bye.